Bailey, and this is the Wildcat News for Monday, March 13th.
Students, make sure you're wearing your IDs.
If you don't have your ID today, then you need to get a temporary ID from your homeroom teacher.
Please stand for the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Here are today's announcements.
It's time to find out what's for lunch today.
Come on in, let's go. Yeah! Let's go! All right, okay. Return to the Mac. Get up what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Me get up. First shot, come strut walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of...
The HMS softball and baseball teams play against Roth Chandler today.
Let's find out what happened on this day in history.
March 13th, 1852. Uncle Sam, that iconic symbol of the United States, debuts as a cartoon character in a New York newspaper. 1925. In Tennessee, a law that prohibits the teaching of the theory of evolution takes effect. Months later, the law is challenged in court in what becomes known as the Scopes monkey trial. 1996.
First everything was normal, and then there was 8 gunshots, and then the police came and everything got so noisy and I got scared.
In Dunblane, Scotland, a gunman opens fire on a class of kindergartners at an elementary school. The gunman kills 16 children and a teacher before killing himself. And 1947.
It's almost like being in love.
In New York, the musical Brigadoon by Alan J. Lerner and Frederick Loewe opens on Broadway. Today in history, March 13th, Mike Gracia, The Associated Press.
Reading Club meets tomorrow at 8 a.m.
We have a special report today created by Broadcast Journalism Institute.
What's the most difficult thing about a teacher's job?
I think one of the most difficult things about teaching is all the paperwork. Lots and lots of paperwork, grading, copying. And then another thing I think is very difficult is when I see students that I think are very capable and they don't apply themselves. It's trying to get them motivated.
What do you think the hardest thing about a teacher's job is?
Well, I know that everybody's going to say it's the paperwork, but I think really the hardest part is when you have students that don't try to do anything. They look at you and they say, oh, help me, help me. That to me is the hardest part because students are so smart and they just don't believe in themselves.
What's the most frustrating thing about your job?
The most frustrating thing about my job is discipline. When I have to talk to a student to find out what's going on and then have to investigate. I do not like investigating and asking a whole bunch of people a lot of questions and having to try and figure out what part is the truth and what part is not the truth. That is my least favorite part about this job.
That's all the announcements for today. Make it a great day or not.
The choice is yours.
Like the ceiling can't hold us. Can we go back? This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us.
Just make sure you have your IDs.
If you're not,
What happened on this day in history?
softball and baseball.